Hey, what's up? This is IndigoMusic.com. I'm Rohit, and it's time for yet another edition of Xperience Sessions. Now, joining me is a very special guest. He's a DJ, he's a music producer, and I've been listening to his track probably from, I don't know, school? Yeah, no, college days. I'm talking about Gurbax. Welcome to IndigoMusic.com.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Gurbax, let me tell you, the first time I heard Boom Shankar was, I don't know, way back in my college days. And from those days, I've been following your music, and let me tell you what a rage it was back in the day. Boom Shankar. Did you ever think that it's gonna be such a big hit? It's gonna be such a big rage?
There's no way in my dreams I could have imagined that, because it's just an instrumental beat. Like,
Right.
by today's standards, you describe it as like a hip hop beat,
Yeah.
right? You can imagine a rapper on it, but there was no lyrics, no nothing. It was like my own interpretation of what I was, just listening to in my own head, and just put it out with no plan, no release plan, no marketing budget, nothing, and organically it got the push that it needed.
Absolutely. And most of the people who have heard it, I'm not stereotyping people, but I think about 7 or 8 of my Malayali friends, they were the first one to come to me and tell, bro, check this track out, check this track out. And
Yeah.
it was a rage, and still is. Boom Shankar. Now, you have been a metalhead, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
From being a metalhead to making music like Boom Shankar and the rest of them, how did this transition happen to you?
So I'm a Bangalore boy through and through. I've been in, I mean, I'm not that too proud of it, but I've been to 7 different schools in Bangalore, just jumping around.
Yeah.
But one constant that stayed with me was, as soon as I got introduced to rock music, Bangalore being the rock, classic rock hub that it was,
Yeah.
it was, ingrained within me. And I started exploring all your classic rock bands, the AC/DCs, into the Nirvana, into harder stuff, and then finally got into the metal culture that was booming in Bangalore. I'm talking about in 2007, 8, 9,
Right.
when Maiden had also just come, Iron Maiden,
Yeah.
and bands like Metallica, Megadeth, and stuff were also like really, I remember in school, Cottons used to be all about Metallica, I feel,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I think the Joseph's was Megadeth or something, and there was like rivalries built around your metal band, being fans of metal bands.
Right.
So I was really into that culture, and I started playing guitar a lot, and that's where my love for metal music began. As I grew older and went to college and got exposed to new different kinds of music, I got exposed to electronic music
Yeah.
and dubstep, and my sensibilities shifted out of metal and into dubstep. So
Right.
metal to dubstep, the crossover was pretty simple. They both are really heavy and very high in intensity in terms of their sounds. But dubstep drew me because it also I was also really inspired by the electronic music culture.
Right.
Like the whole culture of being at shows and looking out for each other and just having a good time. That really inspired me, and that's kind of like where my transition from metal to electronic music happened, and then subsequently, trap and
Yeah.
the genres that I explore today as well.
Fantastic. And since you're mentioning about dubstep, I don't know if I may be wrong, but has Skrillex had an influence on the dubstep scene of yours? Like, did you? Because
Oh my God, it is. Yeah. He was.
he is like considered to be the I don't know, the king of dubstep, or whatever you would call him.
Of course. I mean, he's the guy that, there's a, it's like Skrillex releasing his first EP is equivalent to the Big Bang.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And that's how iconic of a moment it was in the history of electronic music. There's a pre-Skrillex era of dubstep, and there's a post-Skrillex era. Dubstep was forever changed. It changed from being a genre that was listened to by maybe 20 guys in a garage to suddenly 14-year-old girls in big music festivals, fully commercialized and mainstream. And he was the sole reason why that happened. And for me, I happened to be in the US at that time when this entire dubstep boom happened, and that was the biggest influence on me. I mean, I used to be at Skrillex shows with 100 people,
Wow.
200 people, yeah, and in like tiny clubs.
Right.
And I remember that being just a moment that I would never forget. Seeing him up front and so close, and like being a part of that culture right when it's changing in front of you was insane.
Fantastic. And you also released a couple of tracks a couple of months back. What was the inspiration behind those tracks, and what is that track all about?
I released a song called Bliss.
Right.
Bliss is a track that I put out by a gully gang. It's with Burra, who's a amazing Punjabi singer,
Yeah.
and a rapper MC Altaf, who's also a great friend now.
Yeah.
And this was a track that Burra and I had started earlier in the year, and it was just a. I mean, I was working on some beats, and I made this beat that I was gonna throw away, but I just happened to be in conversation with Burra at that time, and we wanted to start something new. So I said, okay, screw it, let me just send it to him, and he ended up really liking it, and it became what you hear today, which is Bliss.
Yeah.
And the track is done so well. I mean, it's one of my favorite songs of mine that I've ever made, and I'm really, really happy that we got this done and we got it out. In fact, I just posted today on Instagram. It got featured on a billboard in Toronto, in Canada, via Spotify. So it's on, I think, one of the Toronto stations or something. So we just posted that today. So it's been getting some really good organic traction. Vicky Kaushal is posting it. He's like taking videos and stuff of himself jamming to the song. So it's really cool. I'm so happy that this track is finally out, and I've been playing it all over the country since shows are back, and everybody just really vibes with it.
Well, congratulations on that, big numbers, and of course, a billboard in Toronto. That's something that a lot of people dream about as well. Now, what's in store? Is there something cooking in your studios? Is there any new album, EP, singles in the future?
Always something cooking. I have a brand new single coming out, I think in a month. Can't reveal too much about it because we're just locking in the final details, but I will have something to reveal in the next few weeks. It's a big collaboration. It's with two amazing artists, and with these producers also that I've been trying to like collaborate with for a while. So I'm really excited about it. I've teased it on my Instagram a little bit, but this one is going to be special. So maybe if you're at a show, if you've ever come to a show, you'll catch it.
Oh, fantastic. And when are you playing next, and where?
Yeah. Well, I'm playing in Guwahati on the 17th. So that is my next show. And post that, I have a couple of shows coming up to end out the year, Christmas and New Year's and stuff. Nice. So my next Bangalore show will mostly be in January, I feel. So we'll definitely debut at that gig as well.
Fantastic. Looking forward to that as well. And all the best. Congratulations on your on Bliss. It became a big hit, and it is going to grow and grow. And we'll catch up soon once you release your brand new track, which is probably in a month or two, and we'll have this all over again.
For sure. I appreciate you having me on this.
Awesome. All right, Gurbax, thank you so much. Take care.
Appreciate it, man.